every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 36, 36.
Lion.
Double up, double up.
Here, sit.
Double up.
Here we go.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Kill.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Cannon Balaj. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run here with Balaj. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's 3rd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. On play action, Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Down. 10-2 stop.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards and a giant first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Damian Ratley, 82 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Come on, D. Check 99. Check 99. Check. First down.
Balaj. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 31.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Bandit.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Mike's 54.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And their 49er first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run with Breida. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down now, it's Carson, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
This is Breida. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now!
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Go, go.
Now it's Breida. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. Gold maybe not blessed with the strongest leg in the league, but he might be the most accurate. 2 for 2 from 50-plus a year ago, and he converts another one here.
Yeah, you don't want to play horse with Robbie Gould as a kicker. That guy can maneuver a football with his foot.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Waiting.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, rip on 2. Come here.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Waiting.
Mike 54.
You ain't doing nothing.
Sunday. Hey, Zoo.
On play action, it's Wentz. Looking deep downfield. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field, you take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
2nd and 3. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a signal and a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Ready?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Ready?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Set. 30 base.
52, come on. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
80 weapon.
Switch.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Carson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run on first down. It's fourth, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 50. Check 50.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Balaj. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, Ford. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And out of bounds right around the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
46 down, man, 5-4.
To throw is Wentz. It's hauled in by Shepard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to Sterling Shepard. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that saves. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Chance. Check three.
Stand. Check 49. Jim.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Waiting.
Check 48. Come on. Go.
Sunday.
48.
Wentz looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Giants 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30. 33 yards that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Play action. Now Wentz. Got his man there complete to Gallup. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
Now Wentz. Being chased out left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack on first down, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
48 months.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. The try here for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. On third down, a run from Breida. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Gray 15, Gray 15. Check grip.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for San Francisco, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.